So, with the 2026 season underway, before the race starts at 4 a.m. tomorrow, which I am going to be watching, I am going to be going through my 2026 driver predictions. Because you guys, so I put 7 days ago, what do you want to see next? So it was F1 Track Edits, my 2026 F1 predictions, something else, argue in the comments. And at the 2 votes, the 2 votes we had, both of them said 2026 predictions, and I think the time before I checked, when I first saw this, I think it was 50-50 between F1 Track Edits. But because it's now changed to 100% 2026 predictions, I'm going to do that. So, I'm currently looking at my predictions right now. So, I'm going to say my major shocks. Number 1, I'm not going to go political, but I think the Middle East races are going to be cancelled. I think that's got to happen. Next prediction, this is one of the first of 5 major shocks. Isaac Hadjar is going to do better than Max Verstappen. After qualifying, although it was a mechanical failure for Verstappen, I think that... hang on. I think that he actually could get... I think Hadjar could beat him. Hadjar looked good in qualifying P3, his highest qualifying, beating what he did at Zandvoort last year. But I think he could beat Verstappen because Hadjar just looked much quicker. That's what I'm going to say.
What comes next? You've been freed.
Number 2 of major shocks. Concerning all the talks about Aston Martin, people were saying they're going to be absolutely rapid with Adrian Newey and Honda. Well, they haven't been. And there have been such big shakes in the car that they could get permanent nerve damage in their hands, which is not safe. Really, is it? Permanent nerve damage, that must be awful. I've never experienced it, I don't think. Well, obviously not, but... if they do, I think Aston Martin, if that is true, which I'm suspecting it is, I think they could get banned. Which might seem a bit far, but it's possible. It's absolutely possible. Okay, next one. Okay, this is a major shock. And I know you guys are probably going to be spamming in the comments about this, although it's rare. It's probably unlikely. I think, although Russell just looked so quick in qualifying, I think, ready? Drum roll, please. Antonelli is going to be world champion. I know it seems crazy. I know it actually seems crazy, but I think it's possible. He's got the talent. Both of them have never been in a title fight. Remember that. Antonelli and Russell. I know it might just be them two, but neither of them have been in a title fight. I know Antonelli's got the experience. I mean, I know Russell's got the experience, but that doesn't mean it's going to be simple roads for him. Antonelli looked very quick, and Mercedes look like they're back in their 2020 car, or 2014, because of the gaps, but I think Antonelli might have the edge. He's just got the time. Okay, guys, before you start spamming in the comments, I did not mean when I said Antonelli has the talent that Russell didn't. I meant that Antonelli has got the talent, has got more talent in this generation, He's joined in a later stage of the last era to get more used to the car. So I think, in the late of the last era of F1, so I think he could be better. But to all F1 fans, I'm not saying Russell is not talented. Back to the video. Okay, people are saying it's going to be a Cadillac and Aston Martin fight. But if Aston Martin get banned, which is possible for the safety of their drivers, I think, ready, Cadillac are going to score a few points, which I know people aren't thinking. I know that may not seem as the biggest major shock, but it could be a shock because Cadillac haven't looked the quickest, but I think that could happen. And I've not got great explanation, have I? Okay, another shock. I think Arvid Lindblad is going to outscore Liam Lawson over the season. I know, I've not really got an explanation. Lindblad did look good, although he was 1.8 seconds off the rest of the drivers in Q3. But I think it could be possible. I don't know why, but I think it could. Okay, this is going to be my final major shock. I don't know why. But I think McLaren are going to be behind Ferrari in the Constructors. I know. I think Lando's going to have a good season. Piastri's going to have an okay season. But I think both Ferrari drivers are just going to be a bit ahead. Because they have looked ahead of McLaren this weekend. Everyone's saying it's all over for Ferrari, but I'm not sure. It's just qualifying. It's a better first weekend, I think, than they had last year, 4th and 7th. So let's see how it goes. Big shock number 6. I think... what was I going to say? I think Max Verstappen is going to leave at the end of the season. I know that sounds dumb, but I think he might go to World Endurance Racing or other things, and I think he might try and make himself the best motorsport driver of all time, which, considering what he's done at the Nürburgring, I think could be a possibility. Number 7, then, I think Oliver Bearman is going to beat Esteban Ocon once again. Bearman was better than Ocon last year, there's no doubt about it. And Ocon might be fired if he loses to Bearman again, which I think will happen. Number 8, I think this sprint calendar is going to be an absolute shambles. I said how bad the sprint calendar is. So this is your sprint calendar. I don't like it. I think the only one that belongs is Shanghai. I don't think any of us belong. And as I'm recording this, there's 8 hours and 3 minutes until the race. But when I've uploaded this, the race would have finished. So I can make a revamp if you guys want after the first race. Number 8, I think it is. After the Mercedes engines concept thing that people have said is illegal, I think when that's bad, it's not going to make too much of a difference. They had something like this in 2020. I know it made a difference in 2021, but they're so far ahead. They were half a second clear. I don't think it's going to be a problem, really. At all. I really don't think it is going to make a difference because Mercedes looks so good. Number 9, Kimi Antonelli is going to win the Italian Grand Prix. Imagine the atmosphere. Although it won't be a Ferrari driver winning. I think that could happen. I don't really have any explanation. That's just what I think. And then final my final thing is that I think there is going to be, like Isaac Hadjar last season in Carlos Sainz, there's going to be a shock podium. Well, there's going to be some shock podium sitters, like, let's say, Liam Lawson or Oliver Bearman or something. I think that's going to happen because you never know. I think that's just going to be how it's going to go. But if it doesn't, just call me a massive bum, alright? So, guys, if you enjoyed that, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.